What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Iron Lion Breaks. Tonight we've got this 2024 through 2025 Panini Revolution Basketball 8-box half case number 3 with random teams. Guys, I don't want to give any promises, but there should, I'm going to say should, that's a good word to use. There should be a kaboom in this half case. Hoping it's a numbered one. Can it be a gold out of 10? Can it be a green 1 of 1? That'd be crazy. Let's go ahead and see. That has been shared over to the group for you guys. Let me grab my name super quick. Get everybody tagged up, and we will go ahead and get started with this Revolution break.
See Alabama on the schedule, and you're on the Heisman watch list. You mentioned your 15-point underdogs, and you understand what Alabama is. That's Coach Saban. You know the dogs that he has on that roster. You know the dogs that he sends to the NFL every year, multiple. What's going through your mind?
Just a couple more tags to do, guys. Once again, I appreciate your patience.
They got to take notice. Can't think like that. Can't think like that and be successful because you're putting pressure on yourself that's unneeded. Okay. I got 95% of the country that's saying Alabama's going to beat us. What do we have to lose? Right? I remember being on the bus on the way to the game and putting on the movie.
All right. Everybody has been tagged up. Give that a few seconds to go on through. And there we go. Guys, let's go ahead and hop into our randoms. Starting us off, we have our names. Travis at the top, Andrew at the bottom. Anything under a 4, we will roll again. And we get a 10. Good luck to all of you. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Ending off, Joshua at the top, Travis at the bottom. Let's go ahead and get this shared over to the screen. There we are. Then let's hop on over to our teams. Atlanta at the top, of course. Washington at the bottom. Once again, anything under a 4, we will roll again. And we get a 3, so we'll roll again. And we get an 11. Good luck to all of you. Let's get your teams. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Ending off, Sacramento at the top. New Orleans at the bottom. Let's get this shared over to the stream real quick so you guys can see your teams. And we're going to go ahead and get this randoms off the screen, guys. 5 minutes on the clock on the trade timer starting now. Go ahead and let me know if you would like me to announce any teams you would like to put up for trade. If anybody's interested, we'll go ahead and get that switched over. In the meantime, I'm going to get these verification links sent over to you guys. Like I said, this half case should have a kaboom. I'm going to say should, because you never know if you're going to get Panini'd or not. There we go, guys. Those verification links have been sent your way. 4.5 minutes left on that trade timer. Also, if you are here in hopes that this was going to be the jumbo case for the club competitions that will be next, this Revolution sold out just a couple minutes before the club competitions jumbo case sold out. But this is a pretty quick break. There's quite a bit of numbered parallels, but it does fly by a little quick. We are under 4 minutes left on that trade timer. Let me know if you would like me to announce any teams you would like to put up for trade. But yes, there are a lot of numbered parallels. We had some very low numbered parallels on the last one. Out of 25, out of 50, out of 10. We had 2 out of 10 pink parallels, which is crazy because in the other half case, well, the other case that I broke, there was no pinks. I don't recall any pinks. There was a couple out of 25s, but guys, we are approaching 3 minutes left on that trade timer. Once again, we are kaboom hunting.
When Alabama started to come back, you looked at reporters, you said F Alabama, F Saban, and that you were going to score. Why were you so confident? Why? Because the crowd had gotten back in it. They're going haywire. Defense, just a freshman.
1 second, guys. I'll be right back.
That you was gonna get this football and you were gonna go down and feel it score.
Yeah, well, the first, half of that game, first quarter, we're up 20-0. So that stadium, you can hear a pin drop.
Yeah.
And Tuscaloosa doesn't get like that very much, if ever. You can count on both your hands how many times they've lost since 2010, for the most part.
Yes.
So confidence in what we were doing. We lost our first game of the year to Florida.
We are under 2.5 minutes left on that trade timer, guys.
Then we get up on LSU and we end up blowing that game where I feel like we really should have won. That was our turning point in the season. So after that, we started to get together and come together that we didn't want to be, the weak link of this team. We needed that offense and who we had to be the catalyst, to be the center point of that team. And we needed our defense just to kind of hold on. So as much as the Tuscaloosa and the Alabama game is about me and the offense, it's not the way I look at it. Our defense got multiple stops.
Once again, guys, the club competitions UEFA is coming up after this, so stay tuned for that. We have 1.5 minutes left on this trade timer. Then we'll go ahead and break open this half case of our 2024 through 2025 Panini Revolution Basketball. 8 boxes inside. Should be a Kaboom. Who knows? Last time we pulled a Kaboom, we did get a Revolutionary as well, which is also an SSP. Would be sick to hit another one. Also, I have not hit one of the rookie variations yet. The horizontal variations, which I believe are also SSPs in this set. Maybe we can get one of those in this break.
So you have your offense. What we did in the first half, we scored 20 in the first quarter. We only scored 9.
We are under 1 minute left on that trade timer, guys. Once again, go ahead and let me know if you would like me to post. If you would like me to announce any trades. Josh is saying Kings, Pacers, Hornets, Cavs, Raptors are up for trade if anybody is interested. Go ahead and let me know in any of those teams. As long as Josh agrees to it, we'll go ahead and get that switched over. Only 20 seconds left on that trade timer. So let me know soon if you are interested in the Kings, Pacers, Hornets, or Kings, Pacers, Hornets, Cavs, or Raptors.
If they have the college football playoff in 2011, you guys have it. And A&M gets it. Do you believe y'all win the national championship?
We got to play Bama again, probably. So that's another, knock it out. I think we have a very good chance.
All right, that trade timer is up, guys. I'm going to say it one more time. Oh, Travis is saying Pacers for New Orleans. If you are interested, Josh, let me know in the next few seconds. While you answer, I'm going to go ahead and break this case open. Nothing is final until I open up that first box. So let me know if you are interested in that, Josh. Josh is saying pass, no worries. It's always worth a shot. There we go. I was like, why is that one not facing the right way? These boxes are tight in here. There we go. All right, let's get this case moved out of the way. Sorry for blocking that camera. Let's go ahead and get these boxes set up super quick. All right, there are our 8 boxes. Let's go ahead and get started with box number 1, guys. Teams are locked. What can we do in this half case? Looking for that Kaboom. Looking for maybe a Revolutionary, maybe a rookie variation. A bunch of cool stuff in this product. Thought I got a paper cut for a second. That's an empty box, guys. Let's go ahead and get started. When can we hit that Kaboom? Is it going to make us wait? Last time it made us wait till the very last pack. See if it does it again.
I'm going back and I'm looking at guys that have won the Heisman from the SEC.
It is a pretty quick break. But like I said, there are a bunch of numbered parallels. A bunch of cool stuff to look for. Looking for some autos as well. There we go. Nikola Topic on the parallel. Rookie Revolution out of 125. Heading over to the Oklahoma City Thunder. There we go. Thunder getting the first numbered parallel of this break. Keldon Johnson to end that one off. There's Bronny. And then right after that, Anthony Edwards on the orange parallel, heading over to the Timberwolves. That one's going to be out of 75. There we go, Wolves.
I think it's a no-brainer. I agree. Him and Barry somewhere up there at the top, stand alone type of thing.
Guys, there's going to be a lot that I need to get sleeved after this break. Just want to keep things moving. But I promise all of these parallels will get sleeved up afterwards. In the meantime, anything numbered, I'll make sure to get right away. Looks like we have another orange parallel here. And there we are. Tristan Da Silva on the orange parallel, heading over to the Orlando Magic out of 75. There we go, Orlando. And then we have a purple liftoff die cut. This one of Zion Williamson out of 99. There we go, Pelicans. Zion out of 99 on the liftoff die cut. Last pack for this first box, guys. I really want to pull a numbered Kaboom. That'd be amazing. That is the hope in this break. Either way, regular Kaboom will do just fine. Looks like we do have an auto here. There we go. Josh Giddey on the auto, heading over to the Chicago Bulls. Nice base auto there, heading your way, Chicago. All right. Next box, guys. Empty box. And there we go. Dominic Wilkins on the Blue Legends parallel. That one's going to be out of 25. Heading over to the Atlanta Hawks. There we go, Atlanta. Who doesn't love Dominic Wilkins? There we are. And there we go. DeAndre Ayton on the parallel. Heading over to the Trailblazers. That one's going to be out at 175.
Okay, man. Last level, there's no way you're getting any. Who is this one?
And then right after that, Supernova of Zachary Ricochet out of 125 on the Neutron parallel. Nice little Supernova insert there. Would love to see this guy on a Kaboom. We pull Victor Wembanyama. Next pack, here we go. And there we go. Zion Williamson out of 50 on the green diamond parallel. Heading over to the Pelicans. Travis Von Epps thinking, well, it's a good thing that trade didn't go through. There we go. Zion Williamson, green diamond parallel out of 50. Bogdan and Julius Randle to end it off. Last 3 packs of this box, guys. There we go. Left off. This one of Chet Holmgren on the die cut. Heading over to the Oklahoma City Thunder.
This is the point where I start like reclusing to myself, and like big problem in my life, Shannon, has been I wake up every day for the last 10, 12 years and do exactly as I please, exactly as I want every single day. And as I'm moving forward in my life right now, I believe that as a man in life, to humble yourself and to be able to get to where you want to go, you have to do things that you don't want to do.
And there we go. Keontae George on the auto, heading over to the Jazz. That one's going to be out of 100. There we go, Jazz.
That's going to make you soft. That's going to make you got all these things that come with
If only it was a year ago. That guy's cards, that was a year ago, right? Or am I just going crazy? But his rookies were so hard to come across.
It's not fun to go work hard and put your time and effort into something you may not really love truly deep down.
Next box. Let's keep it going. Where is that Kaboom gonna find us? At least this should be Kaboom. Empty box for you guys.
Find a way to give back more than just thinking about yourself. And I'm sitting here today saying at 19 years old, I was only about self.
There we go. Another lift off of Zion Williamson. This one's not going to be numbered. But heading over to New Orleans and the Pelicans.
I was a leader. I was there for my dogs. And as that shifts, I became a bad teammate. I became a bad role model. I became a bad example.
Laurie Markkinen
Texas A&M University
on the base. Can we see some more of those pinks? Or can we see a one of one possibly? There we go. Stephen Curry. First time seeing him on this die cut. Heading over to the Warriors. There we go, Warriors.
To where I couldn't sleep at night. To where I went into the LA and the Hollywood Hills and I hid from everybody except the TMZ cameras in the middle of the night. And that, for me, has taken a decade to come to terms
Tyler here on the base.
and what I did to myself. Because at the end of the day, I don't have anybody to blame but myself. My mom and dad didn't raise me to be that. And Coach Sumlin or Coach Kingsbury or any of those guys at Texas A&M didn't raise me to be that way. My teammates sure as hell didn't push me down that path of being there. So why did it happen? You know, those are the questions that have taken me.
Calligraphy signings. Matas Bazelis. There we go.
Accepting who I am.
Are you kidding me?
Great. That's awesome. That's
Heading over to the Bulls. Calligraphy signatures. Matas Bazelis on card auto. And we are grabbing a mag for that one.
what happened in the past.
Wow. There we go, Bulls.
Had never been created.
Matas Bazelis on the on-card auto. Calligraphy signatures.
Without a doubt.
What a great first mag to get us started.
There and being that guy and like getting the rise out,
Bulls,
getting notoriety.
got yourself a great card right there. Let's keep it going.
Oh, it's a high. It's chase the dragon of fame, man. Chase the dragon of clout. And it is very, very addictive. And it is a problem that I dealt with in my life. And if you would have asked me in 2014 or 15, I'd have been like, nah. Because for a long time, I didn't see myself.
There's a fireworks parallel. This one of Klay Thompson. Heading over to Dallas out of 149.
That autograph signing. Somebody damned you out.
They got stuck with a lot of merch, a lot of stuff that they couldn't sell. And then from there, they got stuck with maybe like $20,000 worth of product. And the compliance department was cracking down on any autographs that were on eBay and this and that. So they lost their avenue of how to get rid of their product.
Right.
And they got stuck. And the guy went to the University of Texas, was in Houston. He blew the whistle, and then it all started to crumble down. And it happened quick.
If you'd have had somebody behind the scenes working, because
Last pack of this box. Then we hop into box number 4.
They want what you gave them. You gave them a Heisman Trophy.
And there we are. Kawhi Leonard on the blue parallel. Heading over to the Clippers out of 60. There we go, Clippers. All right. Last box of our first half. Still no sign of that kaboom. Empty box.
$5 million. He'll say, you won't ever say a word about this. And you say, Kevin Sumner looked at him like, bro, we're going to keep this train rolling without Johnny.
I needed Cliff. I needed Kingsbury for that situation to go in a perfect way.
So you needed Cliff to be
And there we go. Lift off of Anthony Davis. Heading over to the Los Angeles Lakers on the die cut.
Got too out of whack. Because that first year, my freshman redshirt, or my Heisman year, I was skirting the line a little bit. But every time I started to get here, he would pull you back. Every time. And I looked at him. And that day he came on that high school field to come look at me and tell me he couldn't offer me. I had to trust with him.
And there we go. Matas Mazelis showing up once again on the parallel. That one's going to be out of 175. Heading over to the Bulls.
They said they sold 45 million number 2 Texas A&M Adidas jerseys.
Maybe 45 million in revenue. 45 million, a lot of jerseys.
Well, okay, 45. And so if they gave you, say, here, Johnny, we're going to give you 5%.
I'll take 10.
And there we go. Larry Bird on the purple parallel.
You're right.
Nice little Legends insert out of 99. Heading over to the Celtics.
$5 million in jersey sales. And Johnny Manziel getting $700 in a stipend. That doesn't sit right with you, does it? So you start
Call Bridges after that.
how you get some of that pie.
I got my pie.
But you knew that it was wrong. You knew that you could get yourself in trouble and potentially
Last 3 packs for this box, guys. Still no sign of our kaboom yet.
I knew that it was against the rules.
And there we go. Tajay Saloon on the purple parallel. That one's going to be out of 99 on the Supernova insert. Heading over to the Hornets.
Once again, going back to selfish Johnny Manziel. I'm thinking about how to get that.
Can we get another auto in this box? That'd be nice. Already gotten a couple. Who doesn't love autos? And there we go. Darius Garland on the Lightning parallel. Heading over to the Cavs out of 175.
With that money that I got as well, I took care of my dogs in the locker room. You know, in a big college locker room, there's dudes in there that sending half their stipend or all their stipend back home, and they're taking 6 to-go boxes out of the athletic facility. They go into the apartment and the lights on. You see, and this is what I see.
And there we are. Trae Young on the auto around the rim. Heading over to the Atlanta Hawks. I said I wanted to see an auto, and we got it.
He's from Galveston, Texas, born on the island. It is no joke down there. Where he's from is a different way of life.
And then right after that, on the blue parallel, CJ McCollum out of 25. Headed over to the Pelicans. Pelicans having a great break right now. All right, let me get this base moved over, and we'll hop into the last half, guys.
Did your parents know you was getting this money? Oh, yeah. Are you bringing them off to her?
Going in order from left to right.
Mom and Dad are.
Mom and Dad are doing fine. Mom and Dad are living at the biggest golf course in town. Dad's got his best job he's ever had. What you want?
Did you help him get the job?
Empty box.
My dad's independent on his own to be able to go do that. I'm sure my name and what was going on, of course, might have helped it, but, you know, I was finding out, and it was, like, hard to just be like, go somewhere. Like, what do you do? How you check into a hotel? How do you do this? So it was like,
You ain't have any credit cards? You ain't get no credit cards, Johnny?
I ain't know nothing about a credit card.
There we are. Jalen Green on the blue parallel. That one's going to be out of 60. Heading over to the Rockets. There we go, Rockets.
How much is on every balance and stuff. I'm going through Amex gift cards like it's going out of style. So I didn't know anything about a credit card. I didn't know anything about credit. Nothing.
Let's Reggie Bush. Similar situation. I guess his parents took some money over. They were living in a house, and he ended up having his Heisman Trophy taken from him. Do you believe Reggie should get his Heisman Trophy back?
Without a doubt. It's legal now. What Reggie did then is legal now. Somebody could.
Still no sign of what should be a kaboom in this half case. There we are. Showstoppers. Luka Doncic on the purple insert. That one's going to be out of 99 heading over to the Mavericks.
Still have his Heisman, but Reggie doesn't. I can tell you the exact reason why. I explained this on Twitter, and people didn't really understand it. But the way I was told, because the last 3-4 years, I've been walking back into the Heisman. I've been rallying the board, talking with the guys. There's chatter, there's chirp going around. Nobody.
There's LaMelo Ball on the parallel. That one's going to be out of 125 heading over to the Hornets.
Makes every one of us sitting there. Troy Smith, all these guys that I sit next to him. He deserves to be on that stage with us every year, unequivocally, without a doubt, without a question. One of the best college football players to ever lace him up, and a very, very good argument to be the best in college football.
Do you believe he'll get his trophy back?
Looks like we have an auto here. And yes, we do. Leonard Miller on the on-card auto. That one's going to be out of 100, heading over to the Wolves.
What the NCAA is now. What do you think the chances are that they're going to do the right thing?
Not looking likely.
Not looking likely, and it's sad. And from the top down, from the NCAA, they've been so wrong with so many things that you would hope that one day they would do the right thing and do this. I'm going to continue to do everything that I can in my power, whatever that may be. I'm just a little guy. I'm just the old first freshman to win it.
Sorry, guys. Had to answer a text real quick. And here we go. Last 3 boxes. Whew. Is it kaboom time? Is it going to make its way till the very end again? That'd be crazy. That would be crazy.
What's your best guess?
Empty box.
Still coaching at the highest level.
The NIL has changed everything for what he's known. I think it's made it so much more hands-on.
Looking for some autos, numbered parallels. Kaboom. Maybe a gold or a green. That'd be amazing. And it looks like it's going to be here. It's not going to be numbered. And there we are. Dirk Nowitzki on the kaboom, heading over to the Dallas Mavericks. There we go, Dallas. Wow. What a beautiful card. And who doesn't love Dirk Nowitzki?
So Nick Saban is it. He's him. He is exactly what you expect him to be. And when I met him, in New York, that second year.
Wow. There we are, Dallas. That one is yours. And surprisingly enough, right after that, Legends insert of Dwayne Wade. That was who we pulled the kaboom of last week. That was going to be out of 125.
It's just like I remember it like this cloud.
Doesn't mean it's over, though. Still looking for some numbered parallels. A bunch of cool stuff. Let's see what we can end this break off with. Who knows? Maybe they'll throw us a second kaboom. You never know.
Nobody you're ever going to come in contact with. And I remember him walking in the room and shaking his hand and talking to him for a second. And that conversation kind of fades and we go on about the
There we are. Hakeem Olajuwon on the die cut, heading over to the Houston Rockets.
Is it a situation now with the NIL, no matter how great a coach is, you see in basketball, Coach K walks away, Roy Williams walks away, some of the pantheon greats have left. So now it's really a level playing field because Alabama, you're like, okay, we're going to put you in the NFL, but now somebody say,
There's liftoff. Victor Wembanyama Heading over to the Spurs on the die cut.
Playing field, or has it created an unequal playing field?
There was already an unequal playing field, I feel like. So if anything, it's given the littler guys a chance. Like gives the Colorados, right? Yeah. A guy like Brian, take your program from year to year. You're getting a little bit more level. You got the transfer portal. Colorado can now take people from Alabama or Georgia that don't want to go there just based off the transfer portal. So I think it's brought it up and made it a little even. College football goes in those waves of like, you got your Florida dynasty.
There's Cameron Thomas on the parallel out of 125, heading over to the Brooklyn Nets.
Bama, Georgia, you have your runs of like, I didn't want to go on this whole SEC tangent.
All right, guys, last two boxes. Like I said, still looking for some number parallels. Plus, you never know. We could see one of those other SSPs. Maybe a rookie variation, maybe a revolutionary. We pulled a Kaboom and a revolutionary last time. Maybe we can do it again. Here we go, last two boxes.
It is harder for those D1 lower schools to ever really get in the conversation. And in my opinion, I think this is a better way or only way that they can really even improve on the same level as anybody.
And there we are, Paul George on the Lightning parallel. Heading over to the 76ers. That one's going to be out of 175. There we go, Philly. And then right after that, a blue die cut, Kevin Garnett. That one's going to be out of 25. Heading over to the Celtics. There we go, Boston.
Okay, they understand the college. They got to go to class. They got to go to study hall. They've already played college ball and played at a high level. So it's a little easier for you to break a guy off that's in the portal because, look at Addison. He wins the Biletnikoff.
There's liftoff Zach Edey. Kyrie Irving to end it off. But liftoff Zach Edey on the die cut, heading over to the Memphis Grizzlies.
Awarded like that, the Gursky or whatever the case may be, the Thorpe, and transfer school, Johnny.
But if I told you that after Cliff Kingsbury left and I won the Heisman, that I thought about maybe going somewhere else too.
How much it was going to take for them to break you off for you to even consider it?
I don't know at that point in time. I was thinking about like, I love Dan, but this way that like,
Could you feel the shift?
There's Jalen Williams on the fireworks parallel. Heading over to the Thunder. That one's going to be out at 149.
Master plan, right? A&M had their vision of what they needed with this hype and this success to get the program as a whole.
Last three packs of this box, guys. And then we hop into box number 8, our last one of this break.
Go and grow as a human being and as a football player. Weren't always step to step. They weren't always aligned. Right? Do I have hard feelings about it, or do I feel any kind of way about it right now?
There we go. Showstoppers. Reed Shepard on the purple. That one's going to be out of 99. Heading over to the Rockets. That is the guy. Rockets.
And I can carry myself and say that. I don't think it's the house in Johnnyville.
That's what they call it.
They can call it what they want.
You got to like that.
Last pack of this box. We hop into the last and final one. Like I said, still looking for an SSP or something. There's Bruce Brown on the auto. Heading over to the Toronto Raptors. There we go, Raptors. Got a nice auto heading your way.
For what we do as a team, because my play is special on the field.
Let me ask you a question. When you were a little kid, they're like, all right, who want to play O-line? Raise your hand. Who want to play DB? Raise your hand.
All right, last box, guys. Best of luck to all of you. Let's end it with the bang. Panini, throw us a second Kaboom. That'd be great. That would be great. Empty box, guys.
Okay, who was buying jewelry cards? Who was hanging with Drake and James Slick courtside and James Harden?
And there we are, Jordan Poole
The house that Johnny
on the purple parallel. Headed to the Wizards out of 99.
Help me understand this, John. I'm trying to figure out how you get suspended for half a game. I mean, that's like I'm gonna suspend you from school, but you don't have to come to first, second, and third, but you get to come fourth, fifth, and sixth.
You know what I asked? I asked if I could be suspended for the second half.
And there we are, Ron Holland. Also on the purple parallel on the Rookie Revolution insert. That one's going to be out of 99. Heading over to the Detroit Pistons.
And then you got to come in. You come in cold the second half.
Nerve-wracking. Really, the height of any nerve ever had other than that Bengals game that I started my first game in the NFL. Crazy nervous so much the first play that we drew up this beautiful bunch formation with the
Can we hit another auto at
We
least?
were gonna get him in the trail, and we knew it split. We knew we'd do the scissors.
Last 4 packs, guys. Here we go.
We're gonna take that corner for sure, and we're gonna bust right down the middle. I catch the ball.
There's a fireworks parallel of Jonas Valanciunas
I drop back.
heading over to the Washington Wizards.
I'm just looking at him down in the eyes and like, I'm not even seeing nothing back here.
Right.
Me and you, come on. And that was how I started my games in college. And we started with so many running plays because when I got hit the first time, I got a pop. It settled me down.
There's liftoff Anthony Davis on the die cut, heading over to the Lakers.
You know, suspended the first half, coming back out of the first play of the second half. We draw off this beautiful touchdown, and it works. But I'm just like so laser focused and locked in on getting hit, so I can kind of settle down and go. And
Last 2 packs.
you know, that half went fine. I don't think we played very good football because it's hard to get that flow going when you're not playing in the first half. Come in the second, but
And there we are, Leonard Miller once again on the auto, heading over to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
You kept partying.
There we go, T-Wolves.
Things helped you. I mean, did you feel that you functioned and you played better while doing those things?
that's a great question.
All right, let me get this base moved over. Then I'm going to go ahead and do a recap and let you guys go. Guys, after this is going to be the club competitions jumbo case break. So stay tuned for that if you bought in or if you just want to watch something. Let's go ahead and get these. This is all numbered parallels, die cuts, and all of that, guys. So many hits. But here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and hop into this recap. Thank you so much for joining me for this break. And here we go. Starting us off, we have Josh Giddey on the base auto heading over to the Bulls. After that, Dominic Wilkins out of 25 on the blue parallel heading to the Atlanta Hawks. Then we've got Zion Williamson out of 50 on the green diamond parallel heading over to the Pelicans. Then we've got Keontae George out of 100 on the auto heading over to the Utah Jazz. Then we've got around the rim auto, this one of Trae Young heading to the Atlanta Hawks. Then we've got CJ McCollum out of 25 on the blue parallel heading over to the Pelicans. Then we've got Leonard Miller, 1 of 100. Nice little bookend there on the auto heading over to the Timberwolves. Then we've got Kevin Garnett out of 25 on the blue die cut heading to the Boston Celtics. Then we've got Bruce Brown on the base auto heading over to the Toronto Raptors. Then we've got Leonard Miller on the base auto heading over to the Timberwolves. And last but not least, our 2 mags starting us off on card auto calligraphy signatures. Matas Bazelis heading over to the Chicago Bulls. Absolutely gorgeous card. And last but certainly not least, kaboom! Dirk Nowitzki on the kaboom, heading over to the Dallas Mavericks. Absolutely gorgeous. Guys, make sure you hop on over to the website. Check out the breaks that we do have. Stay tuned for the soccer break coming up soon. But I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go.